Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I will read a book in razkids. This is my first video, hope you will like it. Okay, I'm going to reading room. I will only read the book. I will not do anything else. This is all the levels, and this is my level R. This is quite hard, but I can do it. This is my book. Okay. I will not listen or do quiz, but I will only do the reading. Okay. I will read this book for you to hear it. Okay, here. Deep in the ocean. Deep underwater. Imagine talking of voyage to the deepest parts of the ocean. What types of things would you expect to see? Would it be dark or light? Would you see clearly, or would the water be cloudy? Would it be warm or cold? Will you see familiar animals and plants or find strange and new ones? Sunlight warms the shallow parts of the ocean down to 200 meters, 656 feet below the surface. Plants and animals that need sunlight and warm waters live there, such as tiger shark and many species of dolphins. Deep in the ocean, other animals including vampire squid, fang-toothed fish, and viperfish live in water that is cold and dark. Here you will see all this animal. Here and here and here and here. Okay, I will read more. Diving deep in the ocean. The deep ocean below 1,000 meters, 3,281 feet. It's freezing cold. The water pressures below 39.6 meters, 130 feet, can harm you if you don't have the right protective gear. Sports divers wear air tanks filled with a mixture of gas for safety. They also wear special dive computers that help them know how far down there they are and how much air they have. Deep divers wear special hard diving suits to protect them from the water pressure. For really deep dives, group of 2 or 3 scientists ride in a small submarine called a I didn't know much this word, submersible. I think I can read. If you can read words in razkids, you could hear words. Submersible. It's called the submersible. Some of these submersibles have robot arms that can collect samples of water, soil, and small animals underwater. Oceanographers. Scientists who study the ocean are called ocean oceanographers. They often live for months on a ship, working 7 days a week, and also teach at college and universities. Some of them study what sea animals eat and where they live. Others studies the ocean water itself. All of them have to understand biology, chemistry, and geology and physics. Biology is the study of living things. Chemistry is the study of what things are made of and how they react and change when they come into contact with other things. Geology. I think I can read this, but I still read it. Geology is the study of rocks and soil and the process and shape and change the earth. Physics is studies of the natural laws such as energy, force, and motion that change that governs how things work. I will hear words about
govern,
govern. Okay. Using stylet for tracking. Satellites up in space can help to track sea animals travel in Earth oceans. Scientists tag some animals with electronic sensors to study them. A satellite can track the signal from the tags attached to the animal's fins or back. The signal shows when, where, and how the animals travel. These tags have been used to track some fish that have traveled up to 75,000 kilometers, 46,602 miles. Scientists can use this information to predict the animal's future movements. Counting the sea animals. What type of animals live in the ocean? Where do they live? How many they are? Oceanographers studied and count animals for 10 years to discover the answers. They look at all the world's ocean from the North Pole to the South Pole. They count everything they could find, from the largest whale to the smallest organisms. Organisms. The surprising report is called The Census of Marine Life, released in 2010. It contains data from more than 540 different expeditions that began in more than 80 countries. The Census of Marine Life. The study revealed new information and several surprise about extreme habits. One surprise from the study was where things live, everywhere, in all water levels and temperature. Marine special lives in the hottest and the coldest. More than 17,000 species live in deep place without lights and some without oxygen. Another surprise was how many new species were discovered. More than 1,200 new marine species have been described, and more than 5,000 species are still waiting to be described. Scientists found one species of Jurassic shrimp that was thought to have gone extinct more than 50 million years ago. Living in hot and cold water, the very cold deep ocean zone has more than 1 million hot volcanoes in it. The water temperatures at a volcano can be 400 C. That means 7 752 feet, which is hot enough to melt leads. Species such as eyeless shrimp, white crabs, giant tooth worms, and many bacteria live in this very hot water. These animals use sulfurs rather than sunlight to live. Huge groups of Arctic and Antarctic and Antarctic animals were also found living in waters that is close to or below freezing. Giant squid, Antarctic cod, and the lion mane jellyfish are found on some species that live under solid ice that is 700 meters, 2,296 feet thick. Many of these species slow down their movements to save energy so they don't freeze. What did we learn? Scientists learned that life is even more adaptable than they originally thought. Animals living in the deep ocean have found ways to survive in harsh environments that would be impossible for most other species to live in. The marine census counts more than 230,000 species in more than 30 million records. More than 6,000 new species had never been seen before. Some animals were see-through or trans or what? I can read it, so I will hear it.
Translucent.
Translucent. Some had warning lights that turn on and off so that they can see in the darkness. Others had long feelers instead of eyes to interact prey and learn what was around them. Some had teeth so long that they overlapped their jaws. Others made their own antifreeze to stay warm. What else lives in the deep ocean? Scientists keep discovering new species and new facts. The more they look, the more they find. They think that only 1/4 of all marine life has been counted. Not all the animals that has been discovered have been documented and described. There are many more surprises to come. Explore more. To learn more about the census of marine life, at the site of discovery, go to its website at www.com.org. Each week, new discoveries are added to the marine census project using a map on Google Earth, www.commaps.org, census on Google Earth. On the internet, search terms such as deep sea species, nudibranch, blind lobsters, and NASA oceanography.
Good job!
Okay, when you read a book, they will give you stars so that you can buy stuff. You can buy stuff in there, like Star Zone. You can have costume for your characters, or have some items in your rocket. Landing. Wait. Here. You use your stars to buy all the stuff here. There are lots of things for buying. And today's videos I will end at this moment. So goodbye everybody. See you again in the next of my videos.